Hey guys, so today for writing, we are going to continue going through the parts that we need for an opinion piece and being able to develop our sentences. So we know that in an opinion writing, it has three main parts, just like a story does, an informational text. They always have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Now, in an opinion writing, at the beginning sentence, your introduction, is where you will state your opinion. This is where you answer the question and tell the reader what you think, how you feel, what your opinion is. Okay? In the middle is where you give your three reasons why. You're using facts as evidence to support your opinion. And then we have our conclusion, which is our wrap up. That's where we remind our reader of our opinion, how we think and how we feel about a certain topic. Okay? So this week, what we've been doing is we have been taking a plan that we started on Monday about answering the question, what house would you like to stay in for the weekend? You chose a house that you would like to stay in, and then you gave 4 reasons why you would like to stay in that house for the weekend. Then throughout the week, on Tuesday, we wrote our introduction sentence. Remember, we talked about developing that sentence into a good sentence that answers the question and states our opinion. Then on Wednesday, we talked about our 3 reasons why our opinion or the reason that we chose the house that we did, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each part so that we can add on our last part, our ending part, okay? So I have mine modeled like you have completed yours on your slide where you wrote the beginning, the middle with your reasons. All right, so now what we're going to do is let's go back and read. So I chose the houseboat to be the home that I stayed in for the weekend. I turned in that houseboat and I turned this question, what house would you like to stay in on the weekend, into a sentence. I think I would like to stay on a houseboat for the weekend. So I answered that question. I would like to stay in a houseboat for the weekend. Okay? Now I'm going to give evidence or facts that support the reason I want to stay in my houseboat. Those are the reasons that I wrote around in my plan. But I took those single words or those phrases and turned them into sentences. Remember, we don't really start our reasons with just, I would stay in a houseboat because. We're going to tell our reader, here's my reason why. Okay? So the reason I want to stay, I didn't edit that. The reason I said would to stay. The reason I want to stay in a houseboat is because you can travel many places on a spacious boat. Another reason I want to stay on a houseboat is because I could be close to the water all weekend. Also, I want to stay on a houseboat because of the beautiful scenery all around the water. So I gave you 3 reasons in good developed sentences. I didn't just say travel on water, be close to the water, and beautiful scenery. I developed those into good sentences telling you that it's my reason I want to stay in a houseboat, okay? So that's where I've noticed a lot of our weaknesses were in our writing was that middle part, those reasons. So that's why we went back and we tried to develop those better, okay? So Ms. Gaskin's going to be looking to see if we're developing those sentences better and how much more practice we need or if we're good to keep going, okay? So make sure you go back and read those 3 reasons and make sure that they're in good developed sentences. Today we're going to focus on our ending sentence, okay? Our closing sentence. This is where we restate or retell our opinion. I think I would like to stay on a houseboat for the weekend, okay? So in my ending sentence, I'm going to remind my reader that I want to stay in a houseboat for the weekend. They've read my reasons, so I'm going to tell them, if you read this, you should know that I want to stay in a houseboat or why I want to stay in the houseboat. So I'm going to start with, as you can see, that's one way we can just tell them nicely, hey, if you read it, this is what you read about, right? As you can see, I would enjoy staying in the houseboat for the weekend. Okay? As you can see, I would enjoy staying on a houseboat for the weekend. Can you see why I would want to enjoy staying on the houseboat for the weekend? Did I give you good reasons on why? All right, guys, make sure that we're developing these sentences into really great sentences for our reader to be able to understand why we chose that house, and we can have that good structured paragraph, okay? So today you are taking your writing and you are developing that closing sentence, okay? That wrap up, reminding and restating to your reader what your opinion was or is, okay? I can't wait to read these. Bye, guys.